Reserve for that. We'll now move to Ms. Alislev, please, for 7 minutes. Welcome to the committee.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you very much for a really important and critical report. I think you've highlighted quite clearly that we have to focus first and foremost on why we have an Air Force, why we have a fighter force, and that's to deliver fighter capability. In the 80s, we bought 138 aircraft, and that was to fulfill NORAD and NATO and Defence of Canada missions. And now we have 76, and we're talking about buying 18 additional ones that are older than even the ones that we own. We also have incredible knowledge and data about our maintenance capability. We're one of the best in the world in terms of our understanding of aircraft maintainability and reliability of the F-18. And we've seen from the Auditor General report and from our excellent data that the maintenance hours are rapidly increasing. And so we say, you've presented to us that we're going to be able to maintain that capability because we're going to divide those flying hours over these increased, significantly older aircraft. So the maintenance hours are going up rapidly, ensuring that the aircraft are not available, and yet we're going to deliver capability until the forecasted replacement in 2025. I'm wondering if you can tell us how exactly that will happen.
Ms. Thomas.
Thank you for the question. You point out that our aircraft are aging. There's absolutely no doubt, which is why our focus is keeping the Air Force operational until the Future Fighter Capability Project is complete. And it's a project where we've met every milestone. The RFP, the draft RFP is on the market. So we are now working towards Future Fighter capability. What our goal is in purchasing the additional fighters from Australia is to spread the number of hours out over more airframe, as you rightly point out. They do require more maintenance, there's absolutely no doubt, but we're also investing in their regulatory capability, and we're finishing the analysis for their combat capability.
So at this point, we don't have the evidence yet to show how the distribution over a greater number of airframes will allow us to achieve our NORAD and NATO operational commitments until the end of 2025, which is when we start to begin to get the new fighters, which we don't get until 2032, all of them, and yet the Auditor General's report clearly says that the estimated life expectancy, which was originally in 2002, which was extended to 2008, which was extended to 2012, which was extended to, we have extended the estimated life expectancy of the F-18 for almost 25 years, and this auditor report says that it won't make it past 2025, and yet we're going to take them to 2032. Why should the Canadian public have confidence in those numbers?
Well, I will ask the auditor to speak to what they've said. I don't think that they've said these planes cannot fly past 2020 or 2025.
That the Air Force said that there would only be, that beyond 2025 there were concerns about achieving capability.
Well, we'll certainly ask the commander of the Air Force to speak to the safety and the capability of those planes. I assure you, the money being put into those airframes will keep them safe and operable. We would not otherwise put the money in. We certainly are not in the business of putting our pilots at risk. But I'll ask Admiral.
Fair enough, but if I could, it's money that we need to ensure we deliver on a capability. And so I think the real question here is, when we're looking at taxpayers' money, is this good money after bad? When we're looking at almost the equivalent of a horse and buggy in an era of cars, and yet we're saying that we're going to attract pilots and we're going to continue to operate horse and buggies and deliver on a car mission.
The goal of the